with the majestic Himalayas on the background and its reflection on the pristine turquoise blue water and the fascinating tranquil environment, this surely seems like heaven on earth. This is Radha, and its beauty is bound to mesmerize you. With the abundance of natural beauty, Radha Lake nestles among the high mountains of Mugu district in Nepal at an altitude of 2990 meters above sea level. You'll be spellbound by the beauty of this lake as it mirrors the snow-capped Himalayas and the surrounding pine, spruce and juniper forests on the lake. The lake's alpine fresh water flows down from the Himalayas and gathers at this lake. The pristine lake is the main attraction of the Radha National Park, a paradise for nature lovers. Rich in natural beauty and biodiversity, and home to many endangered species like the Bengal tiger and the one-horned rhinoceros, the Abheudaya National Park is the largest national park in the Tarai lowlands of Nepal. It promises to give you an unbelievable wildlife experience. The Shukla Fata Wildlife Reserve, Nepal's first wildlife reserve, boasts of having over 2200 swamp deer, the largest number in any wildlife park in Asia. With dense forests, riverbeds, tropical wetlands and a vast open grassland, Shukla Fata is home to many wild animals as well as resident and migrant birds. These three national parks that extend from the high Himalayan region to the lowlands of Tarai region are called the Wild West Triangle that gives you a tour of the far western region of Nepal, providing you glimpses of Nepal's natural beauty and diverse cultures. The Wild West Triangle awaits your arrival, waiting to be explored.
We shall reach Nepalganj in 1 hour. We will be flying at the altitude of 16,500 feet.
You can start the amazing tour of the Wild West Triangle by flying into Nepalganj from Kathmandu. Nepalganj is about 573 kilometers from the capital and the flight takes about 55 minutes. Although you can visit any of these three national parks in any order, people in general prefer to visit the mystical Radha National Park first. You can spend a night in Nepalganj before heading to Radha the next day. There are decent hotels, lodges and restaurants in Nepalganj. While at Nepalganj, you can also enjoy a city tour on a horse-drawn tanga if you wish. Tangas are available in major places of the Tarai lowlands. From Nepalganj, you'll have to take a 40-minute flight to Talcha Airport in Mugu district, from where it will take you about 3 hours trek to reach Radha Lake. The Radha National Park lies in the Himalayan region of Nepal, which covers an area of about 106 square kilometers. The national park gets its name from the pristine Radha Lake, which is Nepal's largest and deepest lake. It stretches out over 10 square kilometers with a length of about 5 kilometers, breadth of about 3 kilometers, a circumference of approximately 13 kilometers and is about 167 meters deep. The national park's altitude ranges from 2,800 meters to 4,039 meters. Rara may be Nepal's smallest national park, but it has the most beautiful scenic views and can easily win the hearts of many visitors. Many foreign dignitaries have also visited this natural paradise. Among them, former Chinese ambassador to Nepal, Yang Holan, visited the park in 2011 along with other ambassadors. He stated that the Rara National Park was his favorite among all the places he had visited in Nepal so far. The national park has over 1,000 species of flora, over 50 species of mammals, and is home to over 240 species of birds. While at Rara, you can enjoy the nature by boating on Rara Lake, hiking, horse riding and bird watching. You can also take a 2-hour hike up to Murma Top to get a splendid aerial view of the lake and its fascinating surroundings. Usually, visitors stay 2 nights and 3 days at Rara, but you can always stay longer if its beauty captivates your heart. There are small lodges at the park, but tents are also available if you prefer to camp. After a memorable experience at Rara, you'll have to trek back to Talcha Airport to catch a flight back to Nepalganj. From there, you can head towards Abheudaya, which is about 3 hours drive from Nepalganj at a distance of about 90 kilometers. Abheudaya National Park has over 50 mammals, which include the one-horned rhinoceros, elephant, leopard, barking deer, spotted deer, hawk deer, and swamp deer. Another main attraction of Abheudaya National Park is the Bengal tiger. The population of these Bengal tigers is constantly increasing at the Abheudaya National Park, whereas it's actually on a decreasing trend worldwide and is considered an endangered species. These majestic tigers have been the main attraction of the park for many years. Along with these tigers, Abheudaya is home to many other endangered species and more than 800 species of plants. Abheudaya National Park is also a are lavish hotels and regions of Another popular stopover on the way to Mahendranagar is the Gorakh Lake. You can go boating on the lake to enjoy its scenic beauty. After about a 3-hour drive from Gorakh Lake, you'll reach Mahendranagar, where there are good hotels to spend the night. The next morning, you can go to the Dudhara Chandni Bridge, which is just a few minutes' drive. The suspension bridge, built for pedestrians, is about 1452 meters long, which is the longest of its kind in Asia. The bridge, built over the Mahakali River in Kanchanpur district near the Indian border, links together the two border villages of Chandni and Dodhara. After observing the bridge, you can then head towards the Suklafata Wildlife Reserve, which is close by. Suklafata Wildlife Reserve was established in 1973. It lies in the extreme southwest of Nepal in the Tarai lowlands in Kanchanpur district, sharing borders with India. The reserve covers an area of 305 square kilometers. There is a large lake inside the reserve, and Bahini River flows through the park. Approximately 2/3 of the reserve consists of forests, riverbeds, and tropical wetlands, while 1/3 of it is an open grassland. The Suklafata grassland, which covers an area of about 16 square kilometers, is the largest patch of grassland in Nepal. The grass here turns silvery white in the month of October. In Tharo dialect, Shukla means white and Fata means grass. This is how the Suklafata Wildlife Reserve derived its name. It is estimated that there are about 700 species of plants in the reserve. The grassland constitutes half of the vegetation of the reserve. Over 45 species of mammals have been recorded. The reserve is recognized density-wise for inhabiting the highest number of tigers per square kilometer. The Suklafata grassland is worth visiting, as you will get an opportunity to see unbelievably large herds of swamp deer. Over 2,200 swamp deer live in the park, which is the highest number in Asia to inhabit a certain area. Likewise, over 420 species of birds have been found in the park. Elephant safari, jeep safari, jungle walk, and bird watching are some of the activities you can engage yourself in while visiting the park. After experiencing the wildlife of Shuklafata Wildlife Reserve, you can head to Dhangadi, which is about an hour's drive. There are lavish hotels and restaurants that can easily meet your requirements. After spending a night in Dhangadi, you can finally take a 70-minute flight back to Kathmandu. As an alternate way of visiting the Wild West Triangle, tourists can also enter Nepal from India directly through an 8-hour zip drive from New Delhi to the Nepal-India border town called Gadda. Similarly, one can also travel from the Indian town of Nainital and then cross Gadda Chowki after a 4-hour drive. From Gadda Chowki, a few minutes drive will take you to the Shuklafata Wildlife Reserve, from where you can start your visit to the Wild West Triangle. Similarly, one can also travel from the Indian city of Lucknow to the Nepali border city of Nepalganj in a 4-hour drive. Likewise, tourists can travel from Chitwan or Pokhara to Nepalganj and then continue their journey to the Wild West Triangle. The best time to visit the Wild West Triangle is from October to June. It is an unforgettable experience of natural beauty and wildlife diversity of 3 wonderful national parks, which have been playing a vital role in conserving a number of endangered species of the world. A visit to the Wild West Triangle may be a memorable experience to cherish for a lifetime.